You're live.
Oh, thank you for telling me. Let's see. I wonder who's on so far. Just you? What's up, guys? Who's all on here? What's up, Will? Looks good, nice and clear. What's up, guys? So, I mean, big shout out already to Captain Ron. I can already tell a big difference from the last live stream I did. So you can see rocking the tool heads, crate, fresh out the wash. What's going on with you guys tonight? It's a weekday, so I'm not drinking any liquor or any beer tonight. Trying to get over this. I'm not sure if I'm sick or if I have allergies. So I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Which one I'm battling right now. What's up, Yoda? So let's see. Okay. So I mean, I got a couple things I want to talk about. As you can see, got a new webcam. So I hit that 500 subscriber mark. Definitely want to do a giveaway for all my followers and subscribers out there for definitely pushing me up. Never thought I was gonna ever come close to this when I first started my channel. Just started, filming with my phone, and it just went on from there. So big shout out to everyone who's following me, and thank you for following me. So I don't know what am I gonna give out yet, but give out something cool. Of course, like I said, if I use it, I'll give that out as well. Oh yeah, definitely 500 just to start. Like I said, I want to give a couple shout outs. Captain Ron, Junk from Work, Rust Belt, Audubon Dan as well. Also on Instagram, a guy named 4IM Caper. He gave me a big shout out on his channel. If you haven't already follow him on there on his channel as well. I think the past two videos he gave me a whole little clip all the way at the end. So that was much love on that one. And Jason had gave me a big shout out on his one of his live streams, which is a big help. So yeah, I want to keep coming at it. Got a couple segments I want to try to get coming through, but between work, it's summertime, so it's definitely gonna be busy at work and trying to film at the same time. It's kind of hard to film at work because we're open till 7, and then it's kind of hard to film in when I'm just busy all day long. So it's a good thing that I'm busy all day long because then I'm bringing home the bacon. I figured I'd stop in since I've been missing the Sunday sermon with Rust Belt due to, oh yeah, Game of Thrones. My wife loves Game of Thrones, so she's I missed Sunday because huh?
You're doing dishes?
Yeah, I was doing some dishes, so I missed that, so I got to rewatch that. It's a good show. Definitely hooked onto it too as well. You could definitely watch both because I think Game of Thrones doesn't come on until what 9 o'clock, so you could definitely catch that Sunday sermon from Rust Belt. Game of 10mm. Wow. But I got a new segment coming out. Not gonna give too much details. Waiting for the end of the month for a few items to come in through the mail. So it'll be pretty good to do that segment. It'll probably be at home. I'm not too sure. Like I said, at work's been crazy busy, getting hot. So I'm gonna do a segment probably about that. How to stay cool as a mechanic at work. I don't think I don't know. I might have to search to see if anyone's already done a segment, something like similar to that. And now I'm not going to fill my bottom drawer with ice and put beer in it. It'd be awesome. I heard a couple guys back in the day that back in the 70s and 80s that some guys used to do that. Put some cold ones, some Bud Lights, and I mean Budweiser back then. And unless Ron 9, but watch friend's house and get there by 8. Unless Ron drinks too much. Game of Thrones shows more boobs. That is true. I don't think we want to see any man boobies. Let's see. What's up, 4 AM Caper? What's up? What's going on? Yeah, $20 donation is $20. You never know. You might get JRC might throw you 100 right there. You never know. I've seen him throw some big donations towards you guys. Man's got to eat. Yep. Oh my God, that was a killer live stream you guys had on between Captain Ron, Rust Belt, and Junk from Work. I was rolling the entire time. You guys gotta at least do that once a month. At least once a month. You're still a little hungover. I think next time we'll up to Annie. Every time one of you guys do a burp, we'll all take a shot for you guys. It was 7, so 7 shots. So it's up on you guys. Shot for shot or whatever it is. Today I was working on, what was it? A GMC Acadia. He had the front seat, a bag full of Budweiser, the back seat full of Budweiser, and I was like, my man. I was like, at least. And then I saw some. I think he must be like in either some softball type stuff, because I saw a whole bunch of bats and cleats and gloves. But I guess after they're done, they're just killing it with some Budweiser. So did my first ABS diag on Saturday at work. Problem is the service writer couldn't believe me and wanted to wait until today so the master tech could confirm my diag. Wow. That's congratulations. I mean, at least you looked at it, but it's terrible that he tried to give it up to a master tech. I mean, the ABS system is it's not very hard to diagnose. But if you're up for it, I mean, definitely, I think that should have been your job. And worst case scenario, if you had a question, of course, I know you probably would ask your master tech for any assistance. But yeah, I would definitely take that up to your management or something. I don't know what kind of small shop or dealership you're at, but he shouldn't be taking jobs from you like that. Yeah, we definitely need Justin Dow. He got to put between, I guess, Rust Belt, Justin, Cap, and Junk from Work, all killing it on some beers. He took one look at my notes and just changed the wheel speed sensor. Wow. So I mean, like, I guess at least that's a good thing that your master tech just looked at your notes and pretty much went with what you were diagnosing to make you feel better. Did it fix the car? Well, there you go. I mean, now that should be a confidence booster for you that that your diagnosis did fix the car no matter what. If you would have done it or that your master tech would have done it. I don't ever give away my jobs unless I'm like extremely too busy, and it's even then I really don't ever try to give away work. And if I get to a point where I am stuck, then I'll my shop foreman, which was my mentor, I'll bounce a couple questions off of him, like briefly, and then if like we're in a jam really bad, like it's got to the point where we need some extreme help, we'll call the general and get some technical assistance going on. But I don't even like calling them guys because I rather fix it myself. That's like last resort. But I mean, sometimes you just got to take care of the customer and put your pride aside and take care of the customer. But it's still a step in the right direction to build credit with your writer. Oh yeah, that's definitely the right step. And don't I wouldn't try to say I told you so. Just next time you get another ticket, write down what you feel like it's the right diagnosis, and then depending on what situation he goes again, then hopefully he'll have more confidence in you the next time you go give him a ticket on what repair should be done next. Yes, same thing in the GM world. It could sometimes be you probably have to call it twice, 2-3 times, and then to get to the right guy to help you out. But sometimes Kyle, that sometimes there's bulletins out there, but you don't know about it. You call them and they're like, hey, type in this in, and they'll bring you to a different bulletin that you can't really see on your own. And like, well, I didn't know that this was here. Or finding what powers this module up, or how does this module communicate. And they were like, oh, well, yeah, that's not. I had a situation where it was, I think at the time, a 15 or 16 Camaro, some body communication issues. The schematics were for the 15 or 16, but like they pretty much had like took the schematics from the previous year and just overlaid it on that year. And of course, the color wires were different, completely different. And they were like, oh, yeah, well, we haven't updated it yet. So I was like, I'm looking at the wrong colors because you guys decided not to update the schematic for me. That's terrible. Ford hotline is a joke. Yeah, definitely. That's a lot of times. Oh yeah, but sometimes you need to call like technical assistance to get paid extra other labor hours for warranty times as well. So I mean, having them say, hey, you got to do this, is step one, and have them write down their name and the case number is proof. If they misdiagnose it for you. I've had an instance where they told me to put on another EBCM, which they were wrong, and it ended up being a brake pressure modulator valve. But I got paid for both jobs because they told me to put that EBCM on first. So, what's up, Jim Dockrell? I think this. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's awesome. He's definitely built some credit with your Master Tech. Just like anytime, if you have some downtime, just if he's diagnosing a car, just tap on his shoulder. Hey, like, hey, do you mind if I'm watching? Or hey, can you explain it better for me? I was lucky. Like I said, I was with the shop foreman, being a mentor under him for like 2 years straight. And when it comes to schematics and electrical work, when it comes to me fixing it, it's so much easier for me to do it. Chrysler's actually making us a case number now for a recall just to replace the steering rack track bar when they strip out. Really? I didn't even get paid that much on that. If you were following me on Instagram on the the bolts I had to drill out and tap, I was pretty upset on how much I actually got paid for doing that under warranty. But it is what it is on certain jobs. I'll make it up on the next job, so I can't be too butthurt on that one. Oh yeah. Always, like, before you break something, try to do it. But if you're about to break something, or you know it's not going to go right, get someone and be like, hey, I'm about to do this, and if it breaks, it wasn't me. You're watching me doing it at the same time. Yeah, or like when a car comes in and it's like a dented door or like dented bumper, I'll bring out an advisor and bring them like, hey, take a look at this right now, because that's definitely not me. Didn't do that. I will. If I break something or hit something, I'll admit it and tell you right away. Oh yeah. A couple years ago, when I was still an apprentice, I was in a box van. I was making a right hand turn, and there was a used car. It was a Porsche. I made a right hand turn and didn't take it wide enough, and ended up pulling that tail light, right rear tail light on that Porsche, and that tail light was about $500. What's up, Andrew? Oh yeah, let them parts can that for you, because hey, you're gonna get paid as long as they tell you to put that part on, and just let them pay you. So I have a couple. Those 2 drawers with junk bolts, accumulated over the time. New parts, old parts. Some new parts come with brand new bolts. So you take the old part and then take off all the bolts from there, and you just shove them away. But I also have another cabinet filled with bolts as well. I use head bolts to pick up things and move them around. So I know everyone has a junk drawer, and maybe some test drawers. I have a few of those. I think I saw on your tour, Kyle, that you had a few testers in your box, didn't you? What's up, Corey? What's up, maintenance man? No, I don't get 40 hours no matter what. If I'm there for 50 hours and I only feel like 10 hours, I'll get paid for the 10 hours. But the lowest I've ever gotten a 5-day week was probably about 30, 32. And that was probably my worst week ever. So I can't really complain. I'm in a position where, I get work from everything besides, I don't really do transmissions, rebuilds and stuff. We have one transmission guy where it's enough work for just pretty much him. If there was more work coming in through the door, of course we would, I would do it and some other guys would do it as well. But it'd be nice to get paid 40 hours, just a bare minimum of 40 hours. But and then whatever you do turn, you get paid off for that. But if I hit 45 hours in 1 week, I get a 50-cent increment on the whole 45. If I hit 50, it'd be $1. 55 is $1.50, and then 60 plus is $2 added on to whatever flat rate you're at. Just say if you're at $30, 32 through the whole 60 hours, and that's how much you get paid for that week or whatever it is. Oh yeah. Flat rate, you could definitely make a killing on it, So like my first week going flat rate, I was slightly nervous, but just because I knew that I was under the shop foreman's team, and he knew exactly what I needed to know, and he kind of helped me transition to going flat rate. And I'm pretty sure Kyle and Captain Ryan's probably in a similar situation as well. So as long as you're in a good group of guys to help you go flat rate, that's definitely going to help you guys out if you're going to junk out. Like depending on, I don't know if you go to a dealership, that break-in period, sometimes if you go to certain places, they'll feed you a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then like pull back and then kind of let you fall and see where you're at. So depending on where you're at, it's going to be up or down. But where I'm at is definitely up here. You would definitely crush it, dude. Though I mean, like your electrical skills are phenomenal, so you'll crush it in pretty much GM, Chrysler, Ford, or whatever it is. What's up, Jim? What's going on? I'm definitely going to catch that. I think you just uploaded a video. Definitely going to be watching that after this live stream. This was just trying to get some guys in here and talk. What's up? I think if you're on flat rate, you should get the high rate experience being the equalizer. So yeah, I get, you guys see on Instagram. I mean, I go from oil changes to exhaust to electrical work to interior to engine repairs. I do it all. I don't really try to shy away from anything. Oh yeah, Chrysler Tipham's like, I'm not even a Chrysler tech, and I know those Tipham modules are garbage. What's up, Client Graphics? If you haven't already, check his page out. He got does some pretty good reviews on Napa tools and stuff like that as well. Old Dirty Ron, sorry, Ron. That name's just gonna stick with you forever, man. I made so much from squirrels on. Oh yeah, where I'm at, there's a high rate of rodent issues, and that pretty much helps pay the bills. So I'm not gonna lie, you guys call them bitch mittens, but I will wear gloves all day long making money repairing rodent damaged wires. Yeah. Sorry, Rod. It's gonna stick forever, man. I see way too many channels I need to check out. Oh, there's everyone on here has some good channels on here. If you haven't already, watch everyone's channels. That's what I love about this automotive community, because we all help each other out. There's channels with 10 subscribers to 14 plus thousand subscribers. It's an awesome channel. All you guys make some awesome channels. Well, I'm early, so I take my time to make sure I do it right. Being new, I need a speed with speed definitely comes with experience, but you only get one chance to impress with not having any comebacks. Yeah, so speed definitely does come with, you know, experience, and that's what I have an apprentice in which I'm telling him, you know, I say, hey, if we're going to do a brake job, it pays 2 hours. If it takes you 4 hours, I'd rather it take you 4 hours and not have a single bolt loose or a recheck. And the next time, I want you to cut that time. And the next time, keep cutting that time, no matter what you're doing. With experience, you're going to break down how long it takes for every job to be completed. So I get sick from 1 week and I fall. Yeah, you're definitely you're a shop foreman, so that, yeah, I think everyone definitely relies on you if you take off a week. David, give it a shot, man. We'll all subscribe and see what you got going on. If you just let us know what when you start making some videos. Corey, I work on Class 8 trucks, and those dudes are way nasty compared to normal people. I am telling you, no matter how nasty those guys are, they are some nasty cars that come through dealerships, mom and pop shops. Doesn't matter what vehicle it is, there will be a disgusting vehicle that comes through the shop. I'm down to 1.4 when it pays 1.5. That's really good, though. I mean, keep at it. You'll definitely find more not shortcuts. You'll find more efficient ways to do the job better and quicker. Yeah, Ron, we need some more videos. We haven't seen any videos lately. Well, I'm from Maryland, and everyone else can tell you where they're from. Chris Rodriguez. Yeah, I work a lot of hot shot truckers too. The maintenance man. I know that now that channels go to video reference when I tried to play mechanic in my garage. I'm still turning it over, pros, and I love the lube.
Nova Scotia?
JRC from planet Earth, Nova Scotia. Yeah, I went, like, if you haven't seen my video, I lived in Exton, PA. Well, went to school in Exton, PA, but I lived in Westchester, PA for a little bit while I attended UTI, and wow, what an experience it was. Will from New Hampshire, Florida, yeah. IDK Gym, Chicago's only. Well, soon he's going to be South Carolina. What part of South Carolina, Corey? For some Ford classes. I mean, when I was in there, I heard some great feedback from their course called the Ford Fact program, and I heard it was some good electrical teachers that were there. And I kind of wish I would have taken it on, but I rather have just been home and saved a little bit more money. And you know, at the time, my girlfriend, now my wife, so it all worked out. So it's dinner time for this guy. Killer Stream 410, man. Hit that like button. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Fair play, about 20 minutes from Clemson. I got some family more in North Carolina and one person in Columbia. What's up, Butchie85? Chirac. Wow. Well, I'm close to, I guess you could call it The Wire, if you ever watch that. Not super close, but close enough. Where everyone says, "Oh, you're from Baltimore." The Wire? No, The Wire is a TV show. It's like that in some certain areas. You will get shot at in certain areas. Where I'm at, it's borderline. I personally can't leave my door unlocked, my keys unlocked. I heard back in the day that people would leave their keys in the ignition. I don't roll that way. Not in my hood. 6 hours. I was yeah, how was that? I mean, I know you sent me some pictures, and he was telling me that none of the toolbox, it didn't enter the shop, which is a good thing. It's terrible for the cars that got ruined, but hey, at least for guys, you know, bread and butter of, you know, your tools are safe, and hopefully that the insurance takes care of all those cars, because that's just a terrible thing. I know it slows up your paycheck as well. So sending some prayers to you guys down there, because that's terrible. And no matter where you're at and whatever field you're at, no one wants to go through a devastation like that as well. I keep my nuts in buckets and bins. Oh yeah, so I'll take a picture tomorrow, because we have a bucket. It's the old style where you hit the lever, pops up, and usually it's just shop rags disposal. Well, we have a whole bin. It's just later maintenance man, Southwest Ontario, Canada. Wow. Let's see. I know I've been a truck stop in Baltimore when I was still driving. Certain parts in Baltimore are sketchy. There's definitely some good parts out there. Like the Inner Harbor is just all pictures. It's not some good parts. So if you ever get a chance, it's called Canton. It's pretty much waterfront. It has so many different style bars. Like I love seafood, so we're known for seafood. Crab cakes, oysters, you name it. Awesome food. If you ever come to Baltimore, head down there. You won't be disappointed when it comes to seafood, no matter where you're at in Baltimore. Besides some parts in the hood, you might have a little bit some kitty cat and doggy in there. Do I use a lab scope at work? Certain things I can use it through GDS, but usually I don't run into needing it. On certain things like GM will tell us that we need to send in picoscope forms through for suspension noises, some engine noises. We have to send it off to them for them to be able to pay us as well. That's just a flavor. Old Bay, we put that on everything. Old Bay, that goes on everything. What's up, Novataz? What's going on? I was briefly on your live stream yesterday. When I was at Lexus, all the cars got hail damage and the body shop was cutting the roofs off. Wow. That's crazy. We don't really get too much hail. Every once in a while, it'll surprise us. And I think a couple weeks ago, it was probably like a month or so ago, we had some hail probably about the size of that, briefly for like literally 10 seconds. And then in Maryland, it's literally raining, sunny, where it's like 80 degrees, drops down to 30 degrees the next day. Yeah, I think I caught it off where Jason had just logged off, and then I was briefly on there. I was actually getting some groceries. So sorry about that. But only thing I kept is alternator cable nuts. Let's see. But I'll probably be ending this live stream soon. Had a blast. I really wasn't trying to be on here. I didn't think I was going to be on here this long. It's already about almost 30 minutes. 3 hours. I streamed for 3 hours. Had the FBI and TSA in the chat. Wow. I don't know if I could speak for 3 hours straight. Even when I'm on camera, my wife laughs at me because I'll take about 10 to 15 takes on just the intro, outro, and I'm still getting used to it. And it's definitely a learning process on filming myself and being able to look at the camera. So I have a camcorder, so it flips out, trying to look at the lens instead of the actual video portion where I'm looking at myself. So that's definitely a learning curve on trying to film what you're doing. Alexa was watching. Ask Alexa who she works for. Alexa, who do you work for?
I was built by Amazon.
You were built by Amazon? I think you work for the government.
Don't say that too loudly. You get the FBI knocking on our door.
The only thing that truly sucks is I found out today that 10 cars and that 2 others went and safe were supposedly water damage. Yeah, so I think Rust Belt was just talking about the same thing might happen to how Katrina happened, where all those cars migrate north, west, and people buy them, and then we'll get stuck at them at work, and it'll be a whole bunch of water damage, electrical issues, which could be good, but then it'll out the repairs will definitely outweigh the cost of the what the car is worth.
You had that water flood like 2 years ago, remember?
We had a water flood a couple years ago where we saw all of those, and I don't know if you remember, we had the Baltimore riots, and we actually got a couple cars that were damaged by the riots. Some render center trucks and just some regular cars as well that were damaged, and of course scratched up, beat up, and it was just a mess. Oh yeah, I could definitely, like the last live stream, the first live stream I did. I looked up and it was an hour long. I definitely did not know that it was going to be an hour long.
What's in the mug?
Who said that?
Brian.
Tomorrow, so it right now is cranberry. I'm trying to either beat whatever cold I have or trying to figure out if I have allergies right now.
Ew.
Getting a lot of Irma cars lately, and I got carried out the bar.
Yeah, you.
I was in and out well within an hour. Am I on my period? No. I have a kid, and I'd rather give her cranberry juice than regular juice, so I'm stealing my daughter's drink. Zinc supplements, yes. Trying to flood out whatever I have out.
Fix it.
Yeah, it's true, but I'm more of a tequila person, so just straight tequila shots. My wife does not like tequila. She doesn't really drink at all, so I have a DD for life. I don't know how many you guys have out there have a DD for life.
I'm awesome, basically.
Have a great night, Corey. Oh yeah, if you haven't already, take another look. Toolhead, check out the great service. I'm not gonna lie, that was definitely built for junk. I loved it. I've already been using it at work. Some amazing electrical stuff this month, and I can't definitely wait to see that what's going on next month. And you never know, you guys might throw me that golden wrench. Who knows? Hint, hint. All right, Novitas. See you later. We call it Wally World over here because you'll never know what's going to happen at Wally World. No DD needed. Bars around here are behind sketchy, so there's no way to go out drinking. Definitely around the corner, up the street from my house. It's definitely sketchy to go there. I've never been there. Heard stories. Don't want to go. Wore mine on Easter better than Cintosh. Yeah, to be honest, I don't even wear my work uniform. I wear the work pants, and I wear work T-shirts, or I wear this, or snap-on shirt. I don't wear my uniform. I hardly ever wear my uniform at work, unless I'm going to crawl underneath a car outside, tap on a starter or something like that. Wow, he finally claimed his prize today. David, you're going to get the golden wrench this month. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, where is that? No, YouTube is terrible trying to find stuff. Let's see. Copy. So if you haven't already, go out there, check it out, add your subscription, and let's see. Is this where suspicious? Yeah, that. Oh, you'll want it for April, May. Sorry. Definitely gonna you're gonna announce it on Instagram, or gonna do on YouTube. Snap-on tool. So yeah, I need to go find a 4-leaf clover and definitely push it against my luck to win to win that one. Getting some 10 millimeters in the boxes next month. It's an electric ratchet taken apart. Hey, I have a my 1/4-inch Snap-on. I think that was it, the 14.4. Made so much money on that one, and it's on its last leg. Hit the trigger, it comes on, shuts off. I'm gonna have to take it apart and try to fix it because it is made me so much money. I love my Milwaukee one, but it's not as powerful as my Snap-on 1/4-inch. I don't care who I have to prove wrong, because that Snap-on 1/4-inch is just so much more powerful, I believe. But that's just my opinion. Definitely, we're gonna have a pocket pry bar coming in the crate soon. Do we have to pay $50 a week for the next 30 years? Oh wow.
For the Snap-on.
Yeah. See, look, the awesome thing that for me is my wife agrees with everything that I buy. As long as it helps me make money, she just has never said no on a big purchase that I've ever bought. So big shout out to my wife, because a happy wife is a happy life, as everyone knows. Yeah, so I was working on a 07 Monte Carlo. I was doing a harmonic balancer. I have a 1/2-inch Cornwell Impact rebranded Ingersoll Rand, pounding on that, trying to take that bolt out. Went to a second Cornwell 1/2-inch, hammering that, still not take it off. Went to a Snap-on heavy duty Big Mama Jamma, would not take it off. My buddy let me borrow it. He came over with his what's it called, high torque Milwaukee electric 1/2-inch, and literally 2 taps and that whole entire bolt came out. I was shocked, because I was over there probably doing it for 10-15 minutes, and I was like, you know what, I need some help. And that Milwaukee blew me out of the water. That is definitely probably one of my next buys. I'm just not sure if I should buy the one that's out now or wait for, maybe they're coming out with a new gen. I definitely have to do some research, because I don't want to buy that and then a week later they come up with a new gen, and then I'm already behind. Agreed. See, my wife is happy. She doesn't know the cost. So my wife has definitely seen some of the receipts that I've bought for some tools, and she doesn't say anything, so I'm happy. She probably screams at me on the inside. She probably screams like, "You idiot! You spent this much money." But nah, she's really cool about it. So she's into makeup, and I swear to 4 makeup brushes are probably $400 she spent on. So I don't argue when she buys makeup stuff, and she doesn't argue when I buy tools. When I first met my wife, she ate like a bird. She still does today. Buy more like a legit. The Milwaukee brakes, my Snap-on socks. The Milwaukee gun is insanely powerful. Highly underrated. Yes, Snap-on 1/2-inch Impact coming soon. New cordless. Yep. It has lasted me all these years, and it's made me so much money. Dash work, engine repair, everything. So that's probably my top tool, other than my pocket pry bar. And that everyone has that special pen, that their money making pen. I'm definitely gonna have to try the OG tool pen to see how much money. I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna use that pen only, and then I want to see how much hours I can flag with that, using that pen, and I'll post it for you guys. All right, see you later, Kyle. I need a cordless Impact. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Snap-on. Definitely can't go wrong with Milwaukee. Either way, either two brands are I put my trust in. she sees the Amazon buyout. So the thing is, my wife has Amazon Prime, so she buys all the stuff, and we get packages throughout the week, every week. So I try to slide in my little tools in there, and she'll say, "Oh, did you get a package? Are you waiting for a package?" I said, "Yeah. Can I have it?" So my Amazon bill is not as high. So definitely I don't owe Cornwall nothing on his truck account. I owe Snap on like $50 on his truck account, and that's almost paid off. And I think I don't owe Matco anything, so which is a good thing. Just meant to put out. Be right back. I got to turn on my rice cooker off. Rice cooker? What are you making? Some chicken? Chicken and rice? Yeah, she definitely opens all my packages. She's like, "What do you use this tool for?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it. It's my tool. As long as it makes money, we're good." So, later, guys. Hope everyone has a great night. Later night. See you later, maintenance man. Definitely, if you haven't already, check his page out as well on Instagram. I just bought a Mac box. I owe that guy my. Yeah, so I've told you guys, I definitely wanted a Snap-on box, but got a little one, got a wife, got to come meet somewhere in the middle. I love my Tool Vault box, 72-inch. It's 30 inches deep. It fits everything. I still have plenty of room. And when I went to go buy it, I had asked them, I said, "Hey, you guys are coming out with anything new or anything special coming out, like deals?" Like I had bought it right before Black Friday. They're like, "No, you're good. There's nothing coming out that we know of, blah, blah, blah." A month or two later, they came out with an 84-inch. I was like, "Are you serious?" I mean, I love my 72-inch, but then the 84-inch, then I definitely would have no excuse of buying a box ever again. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I have no regrets buying that box, and everyone in the shop loves my box, and it's a definitely. When I bought it, I did all my research. Read through every customer review, and I told my wife, I was like, "You know what? This is the box I'm going to get. I don't want to spend 15, 20 grand. I'd rather put 20 grand in tools in it as well." So I went with that box. Thank you. Definitely happy with that box. It's not purple. 3 out of 10. So I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, so I love your box, Ron, because it's purple. And it's a beautiful box no matter what. That is an insanely gorgeous box. And of course, that's a 10 out of 10 because I'm a Ravens fan. I know most of you guys are probably not Ravens fans, but purple holds a special place in my heart. And definitely trying to come out with a logo. Probably trying to figure out the process of making some stickers for you guys as well. So I'll probably have to talk to Ron, JRC, and Rust Belt on some helpful tips and tricks for making logos as well. Rust Belt set up 9 out of 10. Ron's box 4 out of 10. All right, I'll definitely be hitting you up later. And JRC, that monster of a box is insanely gorgeous and insanely massive. JRC, don't tell me exactly how much it costs, but just a roundabout part of how much did it cost, so I can tell my wife on how lucky she is on how much I spent on mine.
Boy, I'll fuck you
up. Jim is a 5 out of 10. He got the
more than 10
smart decision. I could have bought a nice Toyota.
Spent a lot of time in the corner.
Let's just say spent a lot of corners of Chicago. Stand on the corners of a lot of places where they serve some pizza, deep dish pizza. Cheap Lambo. What, cheap 120K Lambo? So oh wow. What's up, still trying? So let's see. I will say this, Jim, my wife wouldn't be able to sweep the top of my box with a broom like yours. What's you gotta it's like that big broom with it's like longer than my arms. You would have to sweep his box. He could have sponsored all the kids in Africa to have a good meal. Oh wow. See, definitely lucky. He could probably live in it and fill up every drawer with everything and that comes in a Giant, Walmart, all the grocery aisles could probably fit in his entire box. She vacuums up there.
I'm too short to reach your box.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely way too short. I would need a ladder to reach that top box of yours. Oh wow. Hey Ron, did you ever give JRC his socket back that he was looking for? I think it was a 1/4 inch or. I'll let you claim me on your taxes. I think he'll need to claim another 10 more kids. Oh wow. That is why I love this automotive community. You guys have me rolling for hours. My wife is even laughing.
Yeah, I just stay off to the side.
9 more kids. There's 11 people in this chat, so he claim all 10 of you guys. Oh yeah, I'm excited to see what you guys are doing next on that one. She should be on the live stream with you. Want to be on the live stream with me?
Not right now.
She said not right now. All right, so I want to ask, don't buy a lifted diesel, buy a stock one, then lift it. Yeah. So I would love a lifted diesel or a 2500, but I am 5'4", my wife's 5'2", and putting a baby in the back seat would not go as well. I would definitely need a step ladder electronically to let it down for me to step up every time to put my daughter in the back seat.
He says his wife's 5'3".
Your wife's 5'3". Ron, no, it's dirty old Ron is the only one he won't claim. Get that right. Power board, man, definitely a power board. So that putting my daughter in the back of that Cobalt is terrible. 2-door. I mean, it's a fantastic car. It's nice and quick, but putting a kid in the back seat of a 2-door, it is not fun at all. So I definitely will be upgrading to a 4-door. Buy them big trucks and others. There is some beautiful trucks that we sell, and I always go up front, ask them how much they cost. But then I was like, you know what? Being 5'4", jumping up and down a big ass truck every day is just gonna wear and tear on my knees. Fix a man car, he will drive. Teach a man to fix a car, he will eat. I can't wait. I cannot wait for you to put that sucker on the dyno and see what it turns. Man van, no, that's out the question. I'm definitely not getting a man van at all.
I wouldn't even get a mom van.
1500 Silverado, 2500 Silverado. If I had money to blow on tires, an SRT8. I definitely rock a Suburban or a Tahoe. Big Chevy fan, so if I'm going to get anything close to a minivan, it'll be a Tahoe or Suburban. But probably about like the 08 2010 body style. The new body style is okay, but big fan of the 08 2010 body style. We got a good new Tacoma. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Toyota Tacoma or a Tundra. My old manager had a Tundra. I had to run to the dump a couple of times, and he let me borrow his truck, and it sucked on gas. I'll sell you my Tahoe. Then I'll go buy a man van. I'll buy your Tahoe. I said it's murdered out. I'd definitely rock. I'd rock your Tahoe. So I'm 26. I want to know what age is everyone else at. I want to see who's the youngest person in this group. Let's see. Compensating for something. Let's see. Been working with a diesel tech outside of work. He's a top notch, and my hatred is becoming a love for them. Jim would stretch the frame and mount a F-150 bed on it. 43, 26, 20, 38, 32, 40, 36, 22. So it looks definitely like the youngest person. I guess it's 16, and I've never seen this person in here before. I'm 26. I'm like right in the middle. Let's see, who is this? But she's 33. So I've been doing it for 7.5, going on 8. Come November will be start of my eighth year, in the automotive field after graduating UTI. My wife's 25. She's a year younger than me. Can you read my comments up there? You skipped it. I said you were 16. You're the youngest one. Kyle's just old enough to drink. I thought JRC was older. Sorry, Jim. It's the beard. That adds so much more wisdom and age on him than he really is. Well, that was a killer video you guys did, you and your wife, Jim, on that challenge, and you had to shave your beard. That was. I know that probably hurt a little bit. See, this doesn't grow. I can't grow a beard. This is as much as this little goatee. I've had this since I was probably like 12, and nothing else grows. This whole side does not grow at all. So that's a good thing because I don't have to shave every day, but I don't have a killer beard like you guys. And I think Jason just got that sponsorship for his beard, which I'm no time soon going to get a sponsorship for a beard unless it's going to be a Miracle-Gro beard. Had comments before that. Beer, 10 age, adult 4 years, auto 4 years, then oil feed. Yeah, I know you've been doing it for the oil field, and I know you're coming back soon to the auto. See if you choose the dealership life or the independent life. Did he have? Where's that? His comment. Definitely still trying to figure out this stuff. Son, can you repeat your question? College 21, you just added. Old enough to drink under the table. Beard adds 10 age. Change that real beard. I thought Ron was younger, like maybe 30. Yeah, it does. I look young for my age. Autofield 15 years, was in motorcycles when I was 14, so I remember the days of rebuilding calipers, unfortunately. So yeah, I've never had to, at work, never had to rebuild a caliper, never had to rebuild an alternator. The older guys in the shop, they still remember that. And of course, I'll always ask them like how much they got paid, and pretty much what they got paid is probably how much we get paid now for an R&R. But that's how they got paid back in the day. I'm pretty sure Jim might might know how that feels like to rebuild an alternator, rebuild a starter, and all that as well. I think we've had a discussion that Captain Ron is insanely, freakishly tall. He's like 6'7" or 6'8". I have never ever had to rebuild a carburetor in my entire life. But if I ever do, I know who to talk to. 6'5". I'm so old. When I took my trade, it was $20 for a 2-year course. So, the guy that like I also looked at as my mentor, he had retired, and I had bought some tools from him. He had told me back in the day when he first started, I think flat rate was at $2 was your flat rate hourly rate, and I was like, wow. And people would bring home $50, $70 a week, and that was actually a lot of money back in the day. The book was $50. JRC had to make his own tools from sticks and rocks. I rebuilt 2 quadrajets. My first 2 cars were carbureted before I even had my license. My first car was a 1996 Chevy Blazer, and her name was Delilah. You walked to work barefooted uphill both ways. You live in Chicago, so snow came left, right, up, down, sideways, and around, and you still probably walked. 1984 Monte Carlo with a 3.8. 78 Impala. Baja Bug. Oh yeah, still trying. Definitely, if you depending on what location and what field you enter, it'll pay scale will definitely fluctuate at the same time. In 1979 Cordoba, I run into everything. Now I got an 87 Buick Grand. Now, are you on Instagram? I would love to see that. Grand National. Oh yeah, I am jealous. 86 Trans Am that I still have. First car was a Chrysler Libera. I've never heard murdered out. 86 Camaro IROC. I'm pretty sure that back seat was bumping back in the day. 79 Cordoba was a boat. No, you don't know how to use that. That's you gotta. It's definitely worth signing up for on Instagram to see everything that we post between all of us. It's some funnies in there and some ridiculous pictures that we post up on there as well. Turning and stuff. Evening all. 1999 Mustang GT Supercharged. Man, I loved my Blazer, and it got to the point where it left me on the side of the road, and I was tired of dumping money, and it caught fire. I had put a cheap aftermarket advanced auto part converter on there, and it started misfired, and it shot flames out of the tailpipe. Pulled over because of course it shut off, and like 5 minutes later, less than 5 minutes later, someone had called the police, and then fire trucks came out. By the time they came out, I had already blown the smoke out, and I had locked my keys in it. And it was, at that point, I was like, it's time to go. I love you, but I got to get rid of you because I'm tired of spending all money every single week to keep you running.
So you're saying fix it?
No, we took it home, and it took me a long time to debate if I was going to keep fixing it. And I, to be honest, I wish I would have kept it, but where we lived at, there was no room to keep it there. And at work, I was just starting out, so I didn't want to be that guy that had their car sitting in the lot for weeks on weeks. And that's when I bought the Cobalt. And that was an interesting thing because I had very little knowledge on how to drive a 5-speed, and I stalled out on the way home about 3 different times from the used car lot where I bought it to my house. So that was what do they call it? Learn as you go. And I tried to teach my wife, and that was my fault. So
Yeah, you better say that.
It is my fault why she does not know how to drive a 5-speed.
Cobalt SS, yeah.
92 Grand Am junk would shut off after the 4th gear. Cobalt SS, yeah, I have a supercharged Cobalt SS. No mods. I have to have it. It's a daily driver. Once I get to the point where I want to buy a Tahoe or a truck or whatever, I will be putting a smaller super pulley on there, upgrade the injectors, do the whole bolt, and just run that thing into the ground after that. My second car was a 1st gen Exploder. Learned my lesson. Yeah, mine's a 06. So it's a blue. I can't remember what exact color it's called, but I always thought it was like a laser blue or something like that. But I don't know.
Octane?
It's not octane.
No. Can't remember.
CZP Stage 3. Yeah, what do you get gas mileage wise with a CZP Stage 3? The gay black. So I had Recaro racing seats in it, and then a buddy wrecked his red Cobalt turbocharged wrecked it, and I ended up swapping my Recaro seats for his SS seats. Grand National on Facebook Marketplace between $12K to $50K. I would be probably spending the $50K if I had that money laying out there. I could drive a 10-speed truck. I suck at driving 5 speeds. I'm learning though, since there's a lot of cars at work are manual. Yeah, there's a couple guys at work that don't know how to drive manual. So every once in a while, one of us techs will have to jump out there and go park a car because the guy that's our porter, he's 70-some years old and still he's not really good at driving manuals. I'm pretty sure I've owned somewhere close to 30 cars in the past 10 years. JRC, I know you probably own 30 cars, and you probably have it throughout your whole back shop. And I've seen your house, and that's massively huge and beautiful. You probably have like a 30-car garage. And one too many. I get around 16 city and on 93. All original, low mileage is where it's. Yep. Next car is going to be a Raptor truck. Yeah, I would definitely love to see that up and running once you get with that. I would have to that many if I had a bigger yard. Like I said, live near the hood. So where I'm at, we don't have vast amounts of land to have 30 cars parked out back. A Hayabusa smart car. Yeah. That'd be awesome. Pretty awesome to be at the track, beating Mustangs and Camaros and everything else in between.
Ew.
No, I'm not gonna lie. The Raptor trucks are beautiful. I wouldn't want to. It would take a lot from me to buy a Raptor truck, though. Are you gonna have another Rust Belt logo on there as well? I know that's probably one of the a safety deterrent for having your car robbed is to drive a manual car, because so many people out there do not know how to drive it. And then on certain cars where you have to, on the Cobalt, you have to lift up on the actual knob and slide it over and put it in reverse. And on the newer Camaros as well, you have to lift up and slide over and over.
Oh, the amount of times we've done valet and they don't know how to reverse your car.
Yep. That sucks though, having to have to redo that tip. You want to say it?
No. Your video will get flagged.
Really?
Probably.
I don't know if you heard her in the background, but she's saying some vulgar stuff out there about the tip. You should have put some zip ties on it, Kyle. Well, at least it won't rust out now as it's summertime. But it's getting late, guys. I've had a blast sitting here chat with you guys. So I'm definitely going to keep up with you later. I'm going to go check out Jim's video right after this. So go check it out as well. And hopefully I'll be getting rid of this, whatever I have, and shoot some more videos for you guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Ron, for the tip on buying this Logitech. And there you go. There you go. Sign up if you haven't already. All right. 410 Autotech out. Oh, it hasn't ended yet.